Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR, Justice for Summer Wells, Justice for Summer Wells. I want to talk about a neighbor that we haven't really heard much about. Haven't seen any YouTube creators talk about this neighbor. Haven't seen any videos about this neighbor. Not much about this neighbor. And I think this neighbor is very important to this mystery on what happened to Summer Wells. That neighbor would be Carolyn Sue Chambers. She lives at the corner of Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road. That house right there at the corner when you turn onto Ben Hill Road to go up to where Don and Candus Wells lives. That corner house there. Carolyn Sue Chambers. She lives there with her husband, Donnie Lee Chambers. They've been living there for quite some time. How do they play a role, if at all, in this case, right? We've heard from Don and Candus Wells, who claimed that someone kidnapped Summer from their property. They claim that someone parked along Ben Hill Road down at the bottom of the hill and went up there to the house and snatched Summer, went back down to Ben Hill Road, put her in a vehicle, and left. That's what they claim. We've been hearing a lot about the dog scent of where it tracked down the hill from the outside of their home, from their basement down to the hill to Ben Hill Road, and then the scent of Summer disappeared. Well, there's only one way to get to Ben Hill Road. One way, and that is Beach Creek, and you turn right there. That's the only way in, only way out. And on the corner there is a home. There's a home, and that belongs to Carolyn Sue Chambers. I was doing looking a little bit into her, right? Who is she? She doesn't have any criminal record. I've been verified her, doesn't have any criminal record. Donnie Lee, her husband, doesn't have any criminal record. We were out there looking for Summer one day, and we were at that corner. There was where Ben Hill Road street sign is. There was an actual picture of Summer. Where is Summer? We were out there, and she came out, and she was actually screaming at us, "Don't film her house. She has nothing to do with this." She said she spoke to the TBI, or FBI, she said. Law enforcement, a lot of people with this case, a lot of people confuse the TBI and FBI. Some people say, I talked to the TBI, but they were really FBI. I talked to the FBI, they were really TBI. TBI, FBI, one of the investigated agencies that is looking into what happened to Summer Wells. Well, she said she spoke to them. Check it out.
You seen Summer Wells? You seen Summer Wells?
She spoke to them. She spoke to authorities. So whether they went to her or she went to them, they spoke. And she also says she has surveillance at her house. Check this out.
Yeah.
Was there surveillance at that home at the time Summer Wells went missing, or did she get surveillance cameras later on? That is very unclear here. She said she spoke to authorities. She spoke to authorities, and she also said she has surveillance. Did she hand over surveillance, if she had it at the time, on who went up and down that road? I mean, that will clearly, I think that's very, very important here to, if she has surveillance, and she has surveillance at the time Summer Wells went missing, that will show which vehicles went in and out of that area right there. That's the only way to get to Ben Hill via a vehicle. Only way. So she has surveillance. Did she just talk to the TBI, or did she give the TBI the surveillance? What did she say to the TBI? What did she say to the FBI? I'm sure she's talked to Hawkins County sheriffs too. Another thing that's interesting about Carolyn Sue Chambers. Candus Bly has a Facebook page. She has actually many Facebook profiles. I counted 4. On one of them, Candus Bly, she is Facebook friends with Carolyn Sue Chambers, her neighbor. She is Facebook friends. You look on the Candus Bly Facebook profile, she hasn't made any posts since before Summer Wells went missing. So was she Facebook friends with Candus before Summer Wells went missing or afterward? That's unclear. But she knows them.
This is one of Candus Bly's many Facebook profiles. This is one of them. And if you scroll down here, the last post she made on this profile was before Summer Wells went missing, March 12th, 2021. This is the profile where she went out to eat in Kingsport with Sherry, Allie's mother, Hunter's grandmother. But if you look on her friends list, she's 440 friends. And you put Chambers, bam, Carolyn Chambers, Rogersville. This is the neighbor of Don and Candus Wells, right at the corner there of Beach Creek and Ben Hill with the dogs. This is her Facebook profile. This is all public, everyone. Public Facebook profile. This is a public Facebook profile. That is Carolyn Chambers, who lives at the corner there in Beach Creek.
They know each other. They are neighbors. What, if any, role did Carolyn Sue Chambers play in this? Did she help with the search? Did she see something? What did she tell the TBI? But the TBI did talk to her. And you would think that the TBI and law enforcement would talk to everybody in that area. But that's not the case. We spoke to another neighbor that lives on Simpson Loop Road. That is, Beach Creek is the main drag there on the other side. That said TBI or law enforcement hasn't even contacted them. And this was in November. This was months after Summer Wells went missing. This individual did not get contacted by any law enforcement. I thought that was odd because you would think no stone unturned. Law enforcement would go door to door to door, knock on the door, say, have you seen anything? What's your footage look like? This individual didn't get it. But Carolyn Sue Chambers did. And she's on that corner lot. Another thing interesting, she has dogs. And when we were out there, dogs were just yapping, barking. Check this video out. This video is from across the street at Morrison Cemetery. We went over to the cemetery to kind of look over at the home of Don and Candus Wells, just to comb the area and also search for Summer. But check this out.
We're on the other side of the road and the dogs are picking us up. The other side of the road. How is somebody going to be, and we can hear them plain as day. We can hear them plain as day.
Dogs barking. And I drove to the home of Don and Candus Wells numerous times, looking for Summer, looking for clues, trying to get an understanding. And every time I passed that home, that Chambers home, right there at the corner of Ben Hill Road, the dogs bark. The dogs bark. The dogs bark at vehicles that go by there. They bark at anyone that they can hear that's close by. Those dogs have they can tell when someone is around. You would think the time when Summer Wells went missing, June 15th, 2021, reported missing, that dogs would have barked that day. Especially if someone was lurking up there, plotting a kidnapping, or even leaving. there's a lot of speculation whether Candus and Grandma returned home that day after dropping Hunter off before, right after Hunter got dropped off, returned home, and then maybe possibly left back out. Well, the dogs would have barked if they were outside. And, numerous times that I drove past that house, these dogs were outside. There's like a cage. And the dogs were outside. And they're right by the road. So every time a car drives past there, they start barking. Bark, 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 bark. They start barking. I don't know how to make a barking sound. So, what do you think? Let me know what you think. Why hasn't anyone else looked into this neighbor or tried to speak to her? She didn't want to speak to us. She said very few things. I posted a prior video with the actual entire interaction with her, so I'll post that in the link so you can see. Interesting about this woman. What did she see? Did she see something? But she is still Facebook friends with Candus Blank, one of her profiles. I don't know if she's technically advanced to delete her, contacts with Candus, or is she still friends with Candus? Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to my channel, share, press the notification button for up-to-date information. We are following this case. We are analyzing all the neighbors. Like Ronnie Lawson said, you would assume that he's talking about the neighbors around Don and Candus's home. I think everyone's a suspect. No one has really been cleared, but we don't know who is a suspect. We don't know much because Hawkins County sheriffs don't reveal much. And we're approaching 1 year. They don't give that much information. Tight-lipped. They are tight-lipped with this case. What happened to Summer Wells? Hopefully we are not here a year from now still wondering what happened and no one held accountable for what they did. I hope that does not happen. Summer deserves answers. To me, she deserves a proper burial. Justice for Summer Wells. Everyone be safe. God bless. Thanks for watching the video.